This is how to have ankles like Dom Tomato. Okay, so the first area that you want to improve in is strength. Now, most of you probably already have really strong calves, and that's not a problem, but also they can be super tight, so we're going to talk about that as well, and flexibility. But as far as the strength goes, ankle injuries or sprained ankles are when the muscle is pulled, the tendon is not as strong, and so it's pulled past its point of flexibility, so that's a huge thing. But the more that you're able to build up your strength in your muscles, and it builds up your tendon, which is what connects the muscle to the bone, as well you're going to have less injuries because they'll be able to absorb more force and be able to take bigger drops and avoid being hyperextended or being pulled too far. So ways that you can improve strength, obviously by doing jumps and things like that, but what a lot of people neglect is the sides of the ankle. So the outside and the inside of the ankle, if they don't have the stability there, and you can build that up by doing balance exercises, by doing, pistol squats. This one also helps a lot with flexibility in your calf muscle, which is what you're gonna need because you use the calf muscle so much. That's why you get shin splints and things like that. So you can strengthen the front side by just lifting your toe. Every time before you do parkour, you're gonna wanna flex your foot a lot because that's gonna help balance out the strength. You can also take an exercise band, put it around your foot, attach it to the bottom of the door or table leg, something heavy, preferably, and then start pulling away from that exercise band in the same motion. So that's gonna strengthen this side. Now, as far as the sides of your ankle, you can use your own body weight as well, and you can do circles with the alphabet. Doing your name or the alphabet is one way that we teach kids. Another way is while you're doing your workouts. If you're doing obliques, you're pushing and you're keeping your foot pointed away from you. And so you're pushing and you're using your ear balance. So that's a really low risk way of training the sides of your ankles. And then same thing for the inside. You can do the same thing, but leaving your other foot up. And this will strengthen your insides of your quads as well. One of the things that helped my ankles become way more strong is that I got into breakdancing around the same time that I was doing parkour. So you do a lot of sideways movements. So things like the 6-step, or whenever you come out of a breakdancing move, you're going to be on the side of your foot. So the only time that you want to do that is when you're not taking impact. You never want to land on the side of your foot, and that goes into technique. Hey, so second one, flexibility. This guy right here is going to be your best friend, trust me. Especially if you are even a little bit older like me, 25, been doing parkour for a really long time. And trust me, you're gonna need one of these. The earlier that you can start doing foam rolling, the better. Because you can't always get all the knots out of your muscles from stretching. And not only that, this breaks up this little thing called fascia in your body that builds up as a result of impact. So whether you're taking impact the right way or whether you're taking bumps and bruises, that fascia is going to build up and it's going to harden to protect your body. But that will also mess up your flexibility in the long term. So you're gonna have to roll that out. And it's really simple. Basically just find a spot that's inflexible, that has a knot, and I usually start with calves. I do one at a time, but you don't want it to feel super painful, you want to relax. Find a spot that's like a knot, and you just hold it there until it starts to become less painful. First time you do this is probably going to hurt a lot. You want to do this as a warm-up every time. And then for your calves as well, another thing for flexibility, obviously, is stretching. One of the things that a lot of people won't get wrong when they stretch is pushing it too far. So if you've done a sport before, like track or other athleticism aspects, they just try and push you to be the most flexible that you can be. And that can have its benefits, but as a warm-up stretch, you don't want to be forcing your muscles to overstretch before you go into working out, because they're going to be too tired out. They're going to have increased muscle tears before you even work out. So you just don't want to be pushing it too far, and relax. Another huge thing with stretching is not just in your calves, obviously. You want to be flexible around your whole body so that when you hit something, or you trip, or you roll, one, you'll be able to bounce back easier. Let's say you're falling, you're not always going to fall in the way that you expect or the way that you plan. That's why it's a fall or a bail. So you want to be able to, if you're falling towards your face, try and get your foot up near your face, because then you can actually land on your foot, where you're obviously going to be stronger. Or try and twist in the middle of it so that you don't land on your face, because that's what you want to do, right? So that goes into technique as well. So technique is going to be a huge part of avoiding ankle injuries. If you are doing anything, first of all, you need to have a plan, but everybody has a plan until they get punched in the mouth, right? That's from Mike Tyson. But it's true, and I love parkour for the fact that it is all about falling with style, and being able to fall and fall safely. You already know probably how the parkour roll, and the thing that we get caught up in doing is always falling the way that we want to, or the way that we hope is going to happen. So going straight on and going straight into a parkour roll, eventually that becomes really easy, which is the point. But you also want to make these awkward falls easy as well, because when you mess up, when you fail, when you trip, or you don't get the full rotation of the flip, you're gonna be in an awkward position by the time you're about to hit the ground. So if you can fix that at all and not land in a weird way, so that your foot doesn't land like this, or like this. If possible, you want to make sure that your foot is either pointing towards the direction that you're going or backwards. So in other words, if I'm moving forwards, I want my landings to be with my foot forward, landing on the ball with my foot, not on my heels. And if I'm falling sideways, if I'm starting to twist this way, then I want to twist and have my foot go backwards so that it's pointed forwards while I'm going backwards. So basically, you just always want it in alignment. Another thing that goes along with that is that as you're falling, you want to go with the fall. You don't want to try and push away from the ground, push away from the fall. Whichever momentum that you're falling in, you want to keep going in that direction. So if you feel pressure on your foot and say that you land awkward to the side, if you try and push away and land on your foot, then that's going to cause more force into the ground, obviously. So you don't want to do that. It's a reaction to do that. It's relaxing when you're falling. It's really hard to do because you naturally want to tense up. Your body senses danger, and so it flexes, but then that's going to snap your tendons, and it can even increase your chance of getting a broken bone. So you don't want to do that. So we're going to train in an environment that's safe first, and that you can wrap your head around it being safe so that you can relax as much as possible. And it's going to be way different than gymnastics. They always say to point your toe in gymnastics. The reason for that is that when you're jumping and you point your toe, you're going to get a little bit more power because you're engaging your calf muscles. But on the land, imagine trying to land like this. You don't want to flex your foot either. You just want it right in the middle. And really, all you got to do is relax. When you relax, your foot's going to be in the perfect position. So you want to practice this. Practice falling in goofy ways. Practice falling on your side. And once you hit the ground on awkward foot, you just want to keep going so that you go into that roll. Wherever position you're in, try to get into a parkour roll. You fall backwards, you fall to the side. You do a backwards roll, or you can twist over yourself and do a front roll. And if you're going to be going on a wall or something like that, you always want to push in the direction of the force, and so you want your foot to be pointed that way. So if you're on a wall, let's say you're trying to go up, you're not going to point your foot this way. You go up, that's going to make it so you go that way, right? always going to push with your foot pointed in that direction. And if you want to go sideways, if you got to match the angle of the wall, you're not going to be able to push much side of your foot. You don't want that to happen. Because you're going to break your foot off if you do it that way.
And go.
Thanks for watching. Stay parkour strong.